Guys, it's Emmanuel and today I will be cooking jollof rice. Yeah, jollof rice. Jollof rice is a West African dish, but I'm Nigerian, so I'll be cooking Nigerian jollof because it seems that there are differences with the types of jollof. But today my kind of jollof is going to be very simple. I'll be cooking a very simple jollof because there's a complicated way the process is long and all, but this is a very simplified way of making this jollof, and I'm going to show you guys all about it. Hello guys, so what you need to make this simple jollof rice is half an onion, chicken breast, finely chopped tomatoes. If you don't have finely chopped tomatoes, you can blend fresh tomatoes, tomato paste, rice, garlic powder, allspice, bay leaf, thyme, turmeric, black pepper, sweet pepper, salt, oil, and the peas and carrots is optional, but I love adding them because it makes my jollof looks amazing. Anyways, so the amount of finely chopped tomatoes I'm going to be using is half a cup. I'm gonna put it in a cup and use half a cup of it. Then I'll be cooking 2 cups of rice. I will cut my chicken and my onion. I will spice in my chicken. Then I'll show you guys what you're gonna do next. So I'm done chopping the onions, the chicken into tiny pieces. I have half a tablespoon of allspice, half a tablespoon. So I'm done chopping the onions and the chicken. I have a tablespoon of allspice, half a tablespoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of sweet pepper, a teaspoon of thyme, and a tablespoon of oil. I'll be using this to marinate the chicken before I put it in the pot to fry it. Then I'll show you guys the next step. So I'm going to add the allspice, the black pepper, garlic powder, sweet pepper, thyme, then pour in the oil, and I'm going to mix this. Then I'll show you guys the next step. So I've heated my pan and I'll be adding my oil. Okay. That is enough. Then put it there, and I will add my chicken. This is my chicken. This is how it looks after I've mixed it together. Then I'll add in my chicken. So I've added my chicken, and as you can see, some of the spices are going into the oil, and to give the oil some flavor, I'm going to let this fry for about 2 minutes. Then add in my onions. Then I'll let it fry. Then I'll add in a tablespoon of turmeric. I'll add some more garlic powder. I'll add salt to taste. Then after that, I'll tell you guys what to do next. So it's been 2 minutes and I'm going to add in my onions. I've added my onions, so I'm going to mix this. Then I'll add in a tablespoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of thyme again, and some more allspice. Then I'll add in some salt. Then after that, I'll put in my chopped tomatoes and a scoop of my tomato paste. Okay. Anyway guys, I'm cooking this at low heat because I don't want any of my chicken or the rice or whatever to get burnt. So I'm cooking it at low heat, so it will take some time. But if you don't want it to take some time, you can put it at medium heat, but make sure you're very attentive and be checking it frequently within 3 to 5 minutes time frame. So yeah, I've mixed it, and I will let the onions to fry in with the chicken for about 2 to 3 minutes before adding the other spices, so that the flavor of the oil will enter into the flavor of the onion will enter into the oil. So it's been 3 minutes, and I'm going to add in the tablespoon of turmeric. I'm adding this to give it color. Normally turmeric gives the dish a golden yellowish color, but since I'm adding my tomato paste and my chopped tomatoes, is going to look red. So what I added was sweet pepper, about half a tablespoon, and thyme, a teaspoon of thyme. And I'm going to mix this, then adding salt to taste, probably within a tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. I've added in my salt. I added 1.5 tablespoon. I'm going to add some more garlic powder, about half a tablespoon. Then I'll let it fry for 2 minutes. I'll put in my peas and carrots, let that fry for about 2 minutes. Then put in the tomatoes, the tomato ingredients. I've added the garlic powder. I'll mix this, then add in my peas and carrots. So I'm going to add in my frozen peas and carrots. It's still a little bit ice, but I don't care. It's going to melt in with the oil, and I'm going to mix it. Okay, so let's put that in, and I'll mix this. So I've mixed this, and I'll be next I'll be adding the tomatoes, the tomato paste, and the finely chopped tomatoes. Like I said, if you don't have finely chopped tomatoes, if you don't have freshly chopped tomatoes, you can blend in some fresh tomatoes. Okay. So now I'm going to add in the finely chopped tomatoes. So I don't know how to measure it for you guys, so I just put it in a cup, a mug, and yeah, I just hope you guys have the same mug like me or something. And I'm going to add it into the dish. Then I'm going to add in the paste. Now I'm going to add in a tablespoon of the paste. Then I'll add more paste because there's a texture that I'm looking for. So I'll scoop again and add another one. This is another one. Then I'm going to add it in. Then I will mix this and show you guys how it looks. So this is how it looks. I'm going to now let this fry for about 2 to 3 minutes. Adding my bay leaf, let it fry for 3 minutes. Then add some water to the brim, not to the brim actually, but I'm going to add in the water almost to the brim of the pot. Then add in my rice. Then let it cook. Then I'm basically done. So I've added in my bay leaves, and I'm going to mix this thoroughly. Then let it fry for about 3 minutes. Then I'll add in water, then my rice. So it's been here for about 5 minutes, and I'll add in the water. After adding the water, I'll check the taste, whether I will need to add in some salt or some other spices. Then let it boil for 5 to 10 minutes, then add in my rice. So I have added my water. I added 5.5 cups of water, and I'm going to taste this now and see how it tastes, whether I need to add some salt or some pepper. Then let it boil for 15 minutes, then put in my rice. Added a tablespoon of salt, of half a tablespoon of allspice, half a tablespoon of black pepper, because it wasn't giving me the spiciness that I desire, and some people do not like spicy food, so I advise you to use the salt and the pepper and the allspice according to your taste. So this part I just added it because it wasn't giving me the flavor I want. I wanted more spices in it. So I'm going to let this boil for 15 minutes, then add in the rice. It's been here for 15 minutes and I'm going to be adding my rice. I've added in my rice and I'm going to let this boil on low heat for about 30 to 40 minutes. Then I'm done. You can increase the heat of the gas cooker, but I don't want it to get burnt, so I'm going to let it boil slowly on low heat. So it's been almost 30 minutes, about 28 minutes or so, and I've been checking it every 15 to 10 minutes, and this is how it looks. It looks good. So it's like this, and I'm going to let it boil for like just 3 more minutes so that the water in it will dry, and I'll put it in a plate. So guys, this is how to do a simple jollof rice. I didn't use much spices. In place of allspice, you can use Maggi cube. Carried Maggi cube. A lot of jollof rice, they add a lot of spices so that they will make it very tasty, but this one I used minimum spices so that it will be easy, and I didn't have strength to go look for some spices. So here is how it looks, and I'll put it in a plate.
So guys, I'm done cooking, and actually it's been a while since I've been done cooking. It's probably like 4 hours after I'm done cooking. I forgot to taste the food in front of the camera, and any of my housemates or whatever. So but it's delicious, and this is how you make a simple jollof rice. You don't need, in this one, you don't need to blend in some bell pepper, some bonnet pepper, all this kind of stuff. You don't need to blend. You don't need to use this chicken stock or beef stock or anything. And you can also use beef in place of chicken breast for this stuff. And if you want to add in like extra part of the chicken, then you have to cook it, the chicken, or fry the chicken, or whatever you're doing with the chicken or the meat separately, then add it to the dish. If you're boiling the chicken, it will be best that instead of water you use the chicken stock. But if you're going to do that, then you won't need to spice the chicken breast or the beef that much, because your chicken stock is going to come with its own flavor. So you don't want to overpower the dish with too much spices. Okay, so this is how it's done, and thank you guys for watching, and I will soon be opening a YouTube channel, so you guys should watch out for that. And yeah, see you guys later.